to me, somebody who plays all of their games on a PC, this doesn't matter too much, but I feel like it's still worth talking about. And that's with all the consoles coming out soon, and the PS6 being released, the new Xbox that's powered by AMD, and then alongside that, the Nintendo Switch 2, which just came out. I just wanted to talk about these because, like, for instance, the Nintendo Switch 2, which I think should have been a complete flop, isn't flopping because people are stupid or people are people and are going to buy that like hotcakes anyway, even though it has been very detailed on why it's bad and you shouldn't buy it. The amount of greed coming from Nintendo pisses me off, and that people just play right into it. I haven't bought a Nintendo product in at least 10 years because of how angry it's made me feel about what their business practices have been and how they've been acting to their customers. Like, they spit on your face and then you proceed to still buy a Nintendo Switch 2 for $600. I don't know how you can do that with a straight face, with a smile on your face. You're, like, inhaling their loogies. They right into your mouth. And you're like, oh yes, Daddy Nintendo, please more. And I don't understand. It just makes me so viscerally angry, the Nintendo Switch 2, because it is so atrocious. You could back it up with like, technically it's better specs wise. Yeah, technically it is. Technically my PC is as good as a fucking PS5 specs wise. But do you think I can stream? What I think the only reason you'd be getting Nintendo Switch 2 is to get the new Mario Kart. And the new Mario Kart, from what it seems, is a garbage game. That's just my opinion. It seems like a buggy mess. I've seen hundreds of glitches already that have popped up in the game, and it's supposed to be one of the state-of-the-art games for the time. If we use technicalities, you can find a route to everything. But in actual practice, the Nintendo Switch 2 is just a $600 item that's way overpriced and just shouldn't be bought, in my opinion. It baffles me. At first, when it was selling immediately, I thought it was just like, oh, creators, reviewers, people who just want to look at the thing when it's coming out immediately, so they automatically bought it all up. But no, it's still selling, which means there's consumers like me, people who don't have thousands of dollars to throw at it because they just can and have to review it. Alongside that, the $90 games is just absurd. I'm a PC gamer, so you can just assume I sail the seven seas. But we're not going to describe exactly what that means. Most of this video was literally just me directing my anger at Nintendo because I haven't seen anybody else doing what I'm doing where nobody's getting angry at it as much as I have. Like, I have been yelling in the walls. The walls have been yelling back at me, trying to tell me to talk about this to someone. I tried to talk to somebody about it, and they're like, "What do you mean? It's a good console," or the spec thing. It angers me because it's not. We all were talking massive amounts of shit about it before it came out, and then proceeded to still buy it. That's the most counterintuitive, backwards bullshit I've ever seen. I, of course, wanted to touch up on the PS4 and Xbox situation as well, because as a former PlayStation Sony guy, I really like Sony and I really like the direction they were taking with the consoles, because they were better at a point. But as it seems with the PS6 and the new Xbox, I honestly think the Xbox is the way to go, which will allow you to purchase games from the Steam store, which means you get the PlayStation exclusives later. And even still, if you want the PlayStation exclusives immediately, what do you want them for? They're not good anymore. Just releasing The Last of Us 1,000 times, and then maybe once in a while a Spider-Man every 5 years, isn't the greatest for exclusives. And I don't think it's worth taking that over having a PC and a console. So for once, honestly, it seems like Xbox has finally came out of this because they realized you can't win the console wars, and the way to win the console wars is to just end it and to be all of them, to become Microsoft. Well, that's about it for today's video. Have a nice day. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't buy the Nintendo Switch 2, or I'm very disappointed in you. I'm Dual Jig.